Good morning, IS 584. Welcome to Friday's Art Day. Hopefully you have a nice cozy tea next to you or a juice as we are going to do our art project for today. So we are going to be inspired by the pop art movement and also our national obsession with selfies. So what we're going to do today is learn a little bit about pop art and some contemporary artists. And I just wanted to share with you that pop art was art based on modern popular culture in the mass media. So that being said, since we're going to be taking selfies in our artwork today, if you want to represent a consumer product through what you're wearing, like a Nike shirt or Naruto, this could be a good opportunity to kind of show what we find popular in the world today in 2020 and kind of represent that in your artwork today, as well as having it help you represent who you are in your self-portrait. While contemporary art is the art of today. So even though pop art was more in the 1950s and 60s, if something is being made right now, today, by artists like you, then we call that contemporary art. In the worksheet profile, in your classwork documents, it's called Art Selfie Friday. We have a little blurb about what we're doing today with 2 links of 2 very different artists that have a big influence on their communities. Warhol is known kind of internationally as an artist, while Graffiti Egypt is an up-and-coming graffiti artist. But they both share their commonality in their love for colors and portraits. Okay, so what I'm going to show you today via your screen is the student independent work and how we are going to use our Chromebooks to computers to create a simple, fun piece of art, okay, and some creativity. We're going to use the Google Drawing. Now, someone once asked me, can you draw on the Google Drawing? It's not like a paint program where there's a pencil you can directly draw on it, but I think it also depends on what type of laptop you have. Mine's just a regular computer, so I'm just using my mouse for today. But the great thing about this project is that we will be taking a picture of ourselves 4 different times, and we will be using the settings of the computer that are already there to format. Okay, so I'm going to show you a preview of what your end result could look like. And again, this is supposed to be an expression of who you are. Have fun with this. You know, take funny, goofy photos if you want of yourself. And then at the end, you're going to create a background as well, like over here, and add little insert like blurbs of things that you like and that you enjoy. Okay, so it's going to be a personal kind of selfie self-portrait. Got it? All right, so let's begin. So open that document in your Google Classroom, the one that says your assignment, and it should be titled Pop Art Selfies All About Me. What we're going to do first is go to the insert button. This is our favorite button when it comes to, grabbing things from the online world or pictures that you took yourself and placing them into this document. So you go insert, image. Now I could have some of my pictures already uploaded on a computer, or today I'm going to decide to take a new one. So I go to camera. Docs.google wants to allow your camera. You say yes. Hi. So take a few pictures. All right, one, we're going to insert that one. Now, if I like this photo and I want 2 of them, what you do on your computer is, it's called a control button. It's spelled CTRL, so it's an abbreviation for control. And you click control and you press it down and you press C at the same time. And then you let go. And then you click here on the screen and you do control again, CTRL, V like Victor. And that should produce another photo. Okay, so I have 2 of these. Now I want to arrange them across each other diagonally. And now I'm going to go back and insert another photo. All right, image, camera. I'm going to add this flower because I like flowers. All right, Oh, let me go back. Insert image, camera. Oh, and here my pictures are stored here on the side, so you can kind of see them. Wait, there. You see that? All right, so click the one, if you click on the one you're gonna select, it's gonna be shown in blue, okay? And then you do insert, boom. Now I can either choose to do another photo, let's say with a funny hat, or I can choose to Control C for copy and then Control V for paste. But I think I'm gonna do another photo just to have fun with it. Image again, scroll down, click camera, and boom. Ah, I keep doing the wrong picture. Don't do what Miss O did. So image, camera, click on the yellow button for your photo, then click on the blue, then do insert. Okay? So that's an easy, fun way to get an original image in your work and to include yourself in your artwork today. Now we're going to click on one of the images. I'm going to start with the top left one. There should be a blue border around it once you have successfully clicked on it. And this is where you go to the format option. Now format options, and then when you click on that, you're going to have this tab on your right of the screen, and it lists size, rotation. Rotation means like how you can turn it, like in math, how you rotate your shapes on the graph. Position is obviously placement, recolor, adjustment, drop shadow, reflection. So you guys can experiment with all these techniques. I'm just going to go straight to recolor. And that's where I'm going to get my Andy Warhol pop art inspired colors going on. Now, me being an art teacher, I'm going to start with green, and then across from it, I'm going to do red because those are complementary colors. 701, 704, you should be very familiar with complementary colors from the color wheel. Okay, then I'm going to click on this next image, go back to recolor. Now let's say I want purple, and the opposite of purple is yellow. So right here you have a very simple, very fun, just took a few minutes, but it's Andy Warhol, kind of a tribute to his color scheme and his portraiture, okay? But it's done in your way. Now you can choose any color you would like, of course. These are just the ones I chose because these two are complementary. That means they're total opposites of each other, kind of like black and white. And then purple and yellow are total opposites of each other as well. If you want to play around with this, again, there's transparency, brightness, contrast. I would leave these be as they are. And now to include a background like what I have here, you go back to our favorite button. You go back to insert, okay? Image. And now what I did was I searched the web. So I don't own that background that you saw over here. I just looked up, pop art designs. So let's see what happens. And I chose something that was true to that time era. Now, of course, when you do your pop art, it does not have to be pop art. It can be maybe a background of what you like. So let's say Lakers. Okay, let's say I'm all about the Lakers and I want that to represent myself in this selfie portrait. I clicked on this image. The check means you know you've clicked on it, and then you go back down to insert and it should pop up. Now, what's the problem? It's in front of our image, correct? What we're going to do is I'm going to expand it just so it fills up the page. Even if it leaves the page, it's okay. Because what we're going to do right now is right click, control, and right click. And we're going to do something called send to back. So it's called order. You go to order, send to back. That makes the whole thing be in the background, okay? And now these portraits are in the front and this is in the back. How do we do that? Let's see if I can explain to you via these options here. Okay, so if you don't have the control right click button isn't working for you, what you would do is click on the image, go to arrange, and then you go to order and then bring to front. That's in the front. Click arrange, order, send to back. Okay. Now, if I was to keep the Lakers in the background, I would do it kind of move around my portrait so that they don't cover the background completely. Okay. But I'm going to switch my background. I'm going to make it art related. And I'm going to go back to insert image, search from the web. I'm going to find something I like. I'd rather have a background, so let's see. Ooh, this one works really nicely. When I click on that, go to insert, and voila. Now, remember, we go click on the image, go to arrange, order, send to back. Ta-da! We're almost done. Now I'm just going to adjust for my own personal liking these pictures. And now I'm going to do the next part of this assignment, which is have the artwork show some meaning of like who you are and what you're about. So what I did in my old example is I wrote on the sides here, I've inserted a text box, okay? And then in the text box, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 text boxes, correct? And I wrote just nouns and different words and nouns, well, mostly nouns, right? Of places that are important to me, things that are important to me, family and friends and holidays, and subjects and other stuff that I like. So this way you're creating artwork that's a little bit more personal. Yes, it shows you that you have the skill and technique and that you know how to insert images into the laptop and format them to work for you. But it also explains a little bit about who you are as a person. So this project is a great technique project, but it's also supposed to be a little bit about you and what you guys are all about. Okay? So as you can notice, this picture here is a lot lighter. It actually originally was just as bright as this one here. So what to do if you'd like to make it kind of go out towards the background, that's called receding. And you want the foreground, aka the stuff in the front, to pop forward. You click on your background, you go back to format, format options. And now this is where you go to adjustments and you go to transparency. So you start playing around with transparency and now you can control how much of a power of color do you want for the background. Okay, so I'm going to go kind of in between. You can do brightness. Okay. I like to keep brightness in the middle. It actually tells you if you're going +7 forward or if you're going -2 in the brightness. So I'm going to keep that to 0. And then there's contrast as well. Okay. Again, so all of these tools are here for you to just play around with and adjust. But the simple composition layout will be the 4 photos. They can be the same photo. You can copy and paste it 4 times. Or you can take 4 different photos and kind of show off your personality through them. And then last but not least, text box. I'm going to do a title, My Selfie Art. I'm going to highlight and make the colors, let's say, let's see. Oh, here's the text colors. I'm going to make it green. I'm going to make it really big. Go on the font. Put that in the middle. And let's see, I'm going to highlight it so you can see it better. So sometimes with these colors, you might want to highlight so you can see better. Okay. Of course, you can also decide to go back to black. Remember, a successful design is one that you can see. So you want to be having fun and get fancy with the colors, but at the same time, in the end, to be a successful designer, you need to make sure that your poster is visually pleasing and easy to see from close and far away. Okay, so if we're having trouble reading your text, maybe go back and change the font or make it bold, change the colors so that your words aren't getting lost in the image, and you don't want the pictures and the colors to overpower the words. Okay, so I'm just writing things that I like, that are important to me. And that's what I would like to do in each box, is write a little bit about what I like and maybe who I am in each of my boxes. Okay? Oops. All right. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Again, I'm going to go back to what your end result should look like. Give it a title. Have your 4 images in the middle. Have a fun, explosive background in the back. You can play around with the transparencies. And then at the very end, for final details, you will insert the text, give a little bit about who you guys are in them. Feel free to also have your family be in these portraits. It doesn't have to just be you, of course. Have fun with it. Get the family involved. Get your siblings involved if they're near you, okay? And don't forget at the very end to write your artist statement. I provided for you a graphic organizer guide. You can title your work here, and then if you answer all of these questions, you, without realizing it, have created a successful artist statement. Okay? Happy Friday. Enjoy your tea. Enjoy your cereal. I really hope, I can't wait to see everyone's amazing work. Okay? Have a great day.